The Controlled Substance Act of 1970 regulates drugs under federal law under 5 schedules. Schedule 1 drugs. These drugs have a high potential for abuse and they have no current medical purpose. The first offense is a fine up to $5,000 and up to 10 years in prison. Second offense is a second-degree felony, up to $10,000 fine and 20 years in prison. These drugs are heroin, LSD, marijuana, ecstasy, peyote, methaqualone. Schedule 2 drugs. These drugs have a high potential for abuse. They have the possibility for psychological and physical dependency. These drugs are Vicodin, cocaine, methamphetamine, methadone, Dilaudid, Demerol, oxycodone, fentanyl, dioxazine, Adderall, Ritalin. Schedule 3 drugs. These drugs are said to have physical and psychological dependencies. Codeine, ketamine, anabolic steroids, testosterone. Schedule 4 drugs. These drugs are said to have low potential for abuse and dependence. Xanax, Soma, Darvon, Darvocet, Valium, Ativan, Talwin, Ambien, Tramadol. Schedule 5 drugs. These are said to be the least harmful, low potential for abuse. And they're usually limited quantities for certain narcotics. Cough medication with codeine, Lomadol, Modafinil, Lyrica, Parapectilin. Discrimination. Scheduling drugs does not make sense with our current knowledge of drugs and their possible harm and dependence. I think overall drugs kill. I work with kids that have tried to commit suicide by taking a bottle of Tylenol. Xanax is a Schedule 4 drug, which is said to not have high harm for dependency. Yet I know several people that are unable to get off Xanax because they have the possibility of dying because their bodies are so dependent on it. And I have a question, why isn't alcohol a scheduled drug? Another question, why is heroin worse criminal charge than meth? I believe scheduling drugs creates inequality in our criminal justice system by incriminating one drug more harshly than another. I believe drug scheduling creates a false belief that one drug is more addictive than another, when most all drugs are very harmful.